So, I wanted to talk about men's healing specifically because one of the things that I've noticed that with this whole divine masculine complex, it completely ignores human existence and rather focuses on very gendered ideas of masculinity that are very much based within patriarchal norms. So what do I mean by that? Because that is a fucking mouthful. What I mean is that when we look at the things that men within the divine masculine are supposed to adhere to, that they're supposed to heal, it's the safety, it's the stability, it's that being a provider, being a protector. But these are patriarchal norms that we've seen over and over and over again that continue to create one part of society. The other half to it is that feminine side, the nurturing, the loving, and this care. But what we have to remember is that we're all expressions of consciousness itself, and we're on a spectrum. So, gender is something that's socially constructed, but it isn't men do this and women do that. When we adhere to these social norms, it ignores the other half. So, men are always focused on this one aspect of their healing, but there's a whole other side of the spectrum that they're not addressing. And where they're not addressing is the emotions. And that to me is one of the parts that's most important for men's healing is connecting to their inner child, of finding ways to be in tune with that emotional side, to really bring that compassion, that kindness to those emotions, that when they feel that anger, to feel that sadness that's underneath it. All these things are being ignored. But instead, we see this hyper focus on ice baths, on breath work, on finding these different things to work out and resources that are all focused on the physical body. But again, what that misses is that connection to the emotional body. And that's what's needed so much right now. That when we see all these different things going on, especially with men, clearly we're emotional. If you've ever watched a man follow his favorite sports team and they have a very, very difficult loss, the emotions come pouring out. Why? Because we're not actually dealing with that pain inside the sports team that whatever we see is a projection outwards, that there's something inwards. And if we're constantly finding ways to only focus on the stability or only focus on that safety of only being a provider, we're ignoring the other half of that spectrum of experience. But some